With the potential ban on TikTok now on the table this morning, we're taking a closer look at when a potential sale could happen and how that intersects with our elections.
That's right. 90s reporter Anusha Roy joins us now. Anusha, any actual changes are still pretty far off.
Yeah, definitely way in the future at this point, right? Essentially, a sale or a ban would not be happening before the election this fall. So it was inside that giant $95 billion national security package that President Biden also signed off on a provision that gives TikTok's parent company ByteDance a chance to sell it in 9 months with the option for a one-time extension of 90 days. If that sale does not happen, then there could be a nationwide ban on TikTok. That essentially means app stores wouldn't be carrying it anymore and it would not be updated. But even without that extension, the earliest that anything would change would be next year after the election. And ByteDance is promising a court challenge, so that could hold things up even more. MSU Denver professor of communications, Dr. Sam Jay, said that leaves a big concern heading into the elections.
Our politicians in particular are concerned about the role social media plays in political communication, particularly during election cycles. You know, we worry about fakes and we worry about false information and the circulation of that. So, of course, there's concern.
TikTok is also a way for politicians to reach voters, and changes to TikTok could be influencing different voting groups, like parents who are worried about social media in their kids' lives versus younger adults worried about losing access. Then, of course, there are the people who are relying on it for their business or are influencers as well. As for the app itself, Professor Jay says if a sale does go through, either that new company would keep a similar version of TikTok or another company could try to fill that kind of void. In studio, I'm Anusha Roy.
And of course, Anusha, this gets really complicated when you talk about all the players involved, because as as the U.S. government wants TikTok to sell this, the Chinese government says they may stop that sale.
Yeah, exactly. And then right in the middle is ByteDance trying to figure out how they want to go forward. And then also they're promising, court challenges, which we all know that process is very slow. When you talk about who is going to actually potentially buy this in the U.S. or outside of China, we're talking about billions of dollars and concerns about monopoly with other tech companies stepping in. So it's a very complicated path forward.
Wait to see what happens. All right, Anusha, thank you.